Hello, welcome to a short half-hour evening or anytime practice. Okay. Come to standing on your mat. Bring your feet hip-width apart. Roll your shoulders back and away. And then just have a little movement to feel yourself arrived for your yoga practice. Okay. Let's come into Tadasana. So root down through the feet, feeling for the four corners of the feet. Lift up through the arches of the feet. Drop the tailbone down. Open the breastbone by releasing the shoulders. Belly is soft. Head and neck neutral, relaxed. Turn your palms to face forward. Take a couple of deep breaths here, softening through the knees, rooting down through the feet, feeling your leg bones drop into the earth. Pelvis starts to open and the spine can lift up and out of the pelvis. Begin to feel yourself get a little taller, grow a little taller as you reach through the feet and lift in the upper body, and crown of the head moves towards the ceiling. Good. Let's take a deep breath in here. Inhale, lift the arms up, bring the fingers to touch, let your eyes follow if that feels okay. And exhale all the way down. Good. Inhale again, lifting up, fingers to touch, and exhale down. One more time like this. Exhale down, good. Good, inhale, lift up. And this time, exhale, bring the palms of your hands together and draw them down past your forehead, your chin, and let them rest at the heart center. Good, inhale, lift them back up again. And this time, we're gonna exhale and fold forward into Uttanasana. Soften the backs of the knees, lifting up through the tailbone, crown of the head moves towards the floor. And then take your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Soften the knees again and gently rock from side to side. It's okay if your hands don't touch the floor. You can rest them on your thighs or on your shins, or take a hold of your elbows. Let your head and neck be relaxed, so the crown is dropping towards the floor. Good. And then wherever you are here, take a hold of your elbows and draw your elbows down towards the floor. Tailbone lifts up towards the ceiling. You can have a deep bend in your knees here if that feels better, or you can straighten the legs out, but try not to lock the knee joint. Another deep breath here. Good, and then release the hands. Step the feet back in so that they're about hip width apart. If you need to have them a little wider for stability, then keep them wide. Take your left hand onto your sacrum. Bend your knees as much as you need to so you can have your right hand on the floor, either fingertips or hand flat on the floor. And then roll open your left shoulder towards the ceiling. Good. And then lifting the arm up. So coming into an Uttanasana twist, or Uttanasana Parivrita. Parivrita. It's hard to say when you're upside down. Good. Breathe. You can either look up here, look straight ahead, or look down at your hand. Whatever feels best in your neck. One more breath. And then we're going to switch sides. Just so that I don't have my back to you, I'm going to turn, but you don't have to. I'll still have the back of my head to you. Switch side, bring your left hand onto the floor, right hand onto your sacrum. Roll that right shoulder open and then lift the arm up. Keep your weight forward slightly so you're not leaning back in the posture. So forward onto the balls of your feet a little bit. Breathe. And then bring that hand back down. Pause for a moment. And then pressing into your feet. Unroll the body, unfurl the body, one vertebrae at a time until you come all the way back up to standing and release. Shoulders away from ears. Good. Take a breath or two here. Good. Then have a little space to step forward on your mat. I'm going to step forward with the right leg. Turn the back toes out slightly. Have the right foot facing forward. We're going to inhale, open the arms like you are giving a tree or a big friend a hug. Spread through the ball of the front foot, release through the heel of the back foot. Good. Inhale. And as you exhale, start to bring the spine forward. Coming into Untitled Trikonasana. Take the right hand to the right shin or ankle or floor and lift the left arm up towards the ceiling. Good. Take a breath here. And then come back to center. Bend that front knee deeply. Step forward to come out. Take a moment and then step back with the right foot. So the left foot is pointing forwards. Turn the back toes out. Spread through the ball of the front foot. Soften the knee joint so that you're not bent, but you're not locked out either. Lifting up through the arches of the feet. Good. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, come forward. When you get about halfway down, rotate so that your left hand comes onto shin, ankle, or floor, and lift the right arm up towards the ceiling. Good, take one more breath here. And then down through the feet, come back to center, bend the front knee, step forward to come out. Good, take a moment here in Tadasana. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana, forward, forward. Good, bend the knees, bring the hands flat on the mat, and then step back to downward facing dog, Ardha Shavasana. Rock forward, roll forward, bring the shoulders over the wrists, and then lower the hips, lift the chest, up dog, shoulders away from ears, and then press back into downward facing dog. Walk the feet towards the hands, come back to Uttanasana. Down through the feet, this time with a flat back, lift all the way up. And then bring your hands down to your heart center, Tadasana. Good, let's take a step back with the left leg so that the right leg is forward, turn the back toes out. This time we're going to come into reverse triangle, so I am going to turn the other way, but you can stay where you are. Good. So spreading through the ball of the front foot, you might want to widen your legs a little bit here for stability. Turn the back toes out slightly. Release through the back heel. Inhale, take the arms wide. Exhale, start to come forward. And instead of bringing the left hand onto left shin, we're going to take the right hand onto left shin. And I realize that I am now facing away from you, which is what I didn't want to do, never mind. Lift up through the left arm, and you can either keep your right hand to the inside of the left foot, or once you're here on the inside, play with taking it to the outside and twisting a little further. Release through the back foot, breathe. Good, one more breath here. And then bring the top arm down, bend the front knee, step forward to release, Tadasana. Good. Step back with the left leg, right leg forward. If we had the other opposite leg forward before, I apologize. Do whichever side you've not done. Okay. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, bring the spine forward. Pause. We're going to take left hand to inside of right foot. Reach up through the right hand, as you twist to revolve triangle. And then play with taking your left hand to the outside of your right foot for an even bigger revolution. Breathe. Root down through the back heel. Spread through the ball of the front foot. Good. Keep your gaze either neutral, or you can try turning your head up, but you might get wobbly, so just go with the wobble. Breathe. Good. Bring that top arm down, bend the front knee, step forward to release. Take a moment here in Tadasana. Good. And then take a wide stance on your mat. Bring the big toes in slightly so that the little toe edges of your feet are parallel. Take your hands onto your hips. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to come forward, flat back, and then lower all the way down. Slide your hands down your legs as far as they'll go, lowering the crown of the head towards the floor. Bring your left hand into the center. Take your right hand onto your sacrum. Press into your left hand as you roll the right shoulder towards the ceiling, and then lift the right arm up. Breathe. Keep your weight coming forward slightly so that you're not leaning back too much into the posture. Lifting up, opening through the chest. Keeping those knee joints soft, not locking the knees out. Good. Come to center, switch sides. Left hand onto sacrum, press into the right hand to roll that left shoulder up towards the ceiling, and then lift the left arm up. You can either look up at your hand, keep your gaze to the side, or take your gaze downwards, depending on how your head and neck feel. Try not to strain at any point. Good, breathe. And then come back to center. Lower the crown of the head towards the floor. Take a deep breath. And then bring the hands onto the hips. Inhale, lift halfway up, flat back, and then press through the feet to lift all the way up to standing. Heel toe your feet back into center. Give them a little shake out. Good. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. And then step back to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Pedal the knees a little. That feels good. And then come to stillness here. We're gonna just take your dog a little bit shorter, so a little less space between your toes and your wrists. And then picking up the left hand, take it to the outside of your right shin and twist so that you're looking underneath your right armpit. Good, one more breath here. Come back to four-legged dog, and then pick up the right hand, take it to the outside, or take a hold of your left calf and draw yourself round. Good. Come back to dog, and then drop down onto your knees. Take your knees wide, bring your big toes together, sit your hips back over your heels for Balasana, Child's Pose. You might feel good to wiggle the hips a little bit. Look up, walk the hands forward, coming down onto your forearms, take the tailbone up towards the floor and bring your forehead onto the floor for puppy dog. Think about melting your chest into the earth. I know the nose is maybe getting squished. Good. And then pressing into your forearms, bring yourself up into all fours. Take your knees underneath your hips, wrists underneath shoulders. Inhale. And as you exhale, press into the tops of your feet, round your spine, lower the crown of the head, tuck the tailbone, empty the belly of breath. And then inhale, bring the chest forward, tail lifts up, eyes lift up. Good, and exhale, round. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round. Couple more breaths in cat-cow. And then on your next exhalation, drop the hips back over the heels, Balasana. This time take your arms down by your sides. Good. Press into your tops of your feet to lift yourself up to kneeling. And then come into a mermaid pose. Now usually I have the front leg out at a wide angle like that. Now that's fine if that works better for you, but try to tuck both feet underneath. So you've got both feet behind you like so. So you're almost sitting on the heel of your right foot. Now you may feel a little bit uneven here. If you feel very dropped in the right side, you can always roll up a blanket, such like tuck it underneath your right buttock to make yourself feel a bit more even. Good. And then from here, we're going to take the left hand onto right knee, right hand out in front. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the right hand behind and come into a twist. Try and keep the chin in line with your breastbone so that you're not reaching around with your neck. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Good. Inhale. Exhale, come to center and switch your legs. So left foot is just about underneath your right buttock. Again, if you're collapsing into that left side, place something underneath your left buttock, your left hip to prop you up. If you're feeling not too uneven though, you can stay where you are. Take your right hand to left knee, left hand out in front. Inhale. Exhale, sweep that left hand behind you to come into the twist. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Tuck the chin in slightly so you're not jutting with the chin, and keep it in line with your breastbone. One more breath. And then on an exhalation, come back to center, undo the legs. Give them a little bit of a shake out. And then let's come to Tadasana staff pose. So actually I'll turn around for this one. So heels resting into the earth, toes lifting up towards the ceiling. If you need to put a little blanket or cushion underneath your knees because your hamstrings are tight, then please do. There's no point stretching the legs out if it just collapses and pulls on the spine. So bend the knees as much as you need to here so that you can get a straight back in Tadasana. Good. Then we're going to take the right leg out slightly. Draw the left foot in to the right inner thigh. So left knee comes out to the side. If you need to take the leg a little bit wider, then do. Turn your body slightly so that you're facing your right knee and bring your hands either side of your right leg. Inhale. And as you exhale, start to take the spine forward. Think of the crown of the head moving forwards. And think about that right leg popping into its hip socket so that you can bring the spine forward. Tuck your chin slightly and keep your gaze low towards your knee. This is Janu Shavasana, head to knee pose. If you'd like to walk your hands a little further down your leg, you can. And you could also try to reach for the little toe edge of your foot with your left hand. As long as that doesn't collapse you or create too much strain. Maybe even close your eyes here. Bring your focus inwards. Good. Take one more full breath. And with the exhalation, maybe there's a little more room for the spine to move forward. And then inhale. On the exhalation, press down into your hands to walk yourself back up to center and take out the left leg. Pause for a moment and then draw in the right foot. Drop the right knee out to the side. Take your hands either side of your right leg. Press your heel of your left foot into the floor and think about plugging that left leg into the hip socket. Inhale. And as you exhale, start to bring the spine forward. Tuck the chin slightly. Think the crown of the head moving forwards. You may want to move your hands down your leg a little bit. Use your breath. So use the exhalation to bring yourself forward as you plug that left leg into the hip socket. And you can feel yourself releasing and the spine lengthening with each exhalation. Maybe you want to take a hold of the outside of the foot with your right arm. Close your eyes, perhaps go inward. Think about lengthening in the spine with the inhalation and coming a bit further forward with the exhalation, there being a bit more space to move. Take one more full breath here. Really use this breath. So as you exhale, maybe the nose comes down. And then as you exhale, the next breath, press into your hand and gently walk yourself back up to sitting. Bring the right knee out. Take both legs into Tadasana. Pick up the right foot. We're going to bring the right foot flat onto the floor, so the right knee is bent. And then we're going to take the right arm to the inside of that right knee and just rest it on the outside of the left knee. Take the left arm out in front. Inhale. And as you exhale, twist around. Come onto your fingertips so you're not collapsing into the hand. And press your shoulder or your upper arm against the inside of your right knee and press your right knee against the inside of your upper arm. Good. Press down into the sole of the right foot. Breathe. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. You may even want to pick up the left hand and pick it behind you. See if you can touch your right thigh. One more breath. And then as you exhale, come back to center, undo the legs, come back to Dandasana, pause for a moment as you equalize, and then pick up the left foot, place it flat on the floor, knee pointing up, heel of right leg resting into the floor. Bring your left arm to the inside of your left knee and take it to the outside of your right knee. Try and stay lifted in your spine, so resting down through the sitting bones and through your feet. Right arm out in front, inhale. Exhale, scoop that right hand behind you. Come onto your fingertips and press the left knee into the upper arm, upper left arm, and the left arm into left knee. Good. Breathe. And then you may want to see if you can hook your right arm behind you, maybe just touch the thigh. I can just touch the thigh. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, unwind, come back to sitting. Keep your left leg where it is, bring in the right, take the soles of the feet together, press the soles of the feet together, lift up through the sitting bones, roll the shoulders back and away, chest is open. Maybe bounce the knees a couple times. Good. Inhale. And as you exhale, you can take a hold of your toes or keep your hands at your ankles or have your hands behind you if that helps to lengthen through the spine. And come forward in Trikonasana. Tuck the chin, come forward with the crown of the head rather than thinking about collapsing down to the floor. Shoulders move away from ears. Take one more breath here. Inhale. On the exhalation, gently lift yourself back up. And you can either come down into Shavasana if you have a few more minutes, or 10 more minutes is even better. So if you are able, please do come into Shavasana corpse pose. If not, come to a comfortable seat, Sukhasana, and bring your hands onto your heart. Take a deep breath in into your heart and exhale. Another 2 breaths like this. Let's end to an Om. Take a deep breath in. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Bow your head. Give yourself thanks for your practice today. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May peace and peace and peace be everywhere. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me, and see you again soon. Okay. Bye-bye.